So once again, I want to welcome you guys for being here. All right. I want to welcome you once again for being here. Today's training is, like I said, is we're going to talk about market structure. Okay. And today is going to be the part two of market structure. We started market structure training last week and we're continuing today. Next week, it may be another subject entirely, but market structure is what a lot of people voted for on the group to have. So that's why we're going to give you more training on market structure. So let's get started. So last week we discussed about how uh, the beginning of market structure, all right, which is what we know as higher highs and higher low in the case of an uptrend, and lower highs and lower low in the case of an uptrend. So that is the beginning of our market structure, all right. So what I'll be sharing with you today is a little bit different from what we have last week. So it's going to be in continuation of the training we had last week, all right? So as you know, in a brief explanation, this is what we know as a trending market, all right? A trending market in the case of higher highs and higher lows, all right? The case of higher highs and higher low. So this area right here is known as the high. This is this area right here is known as the low. This is known as the high. Why this one is also known as the low. So that is the formation of an uptrend. The case of higher high and higher low. But in the case of downtrend, this is what we want to see. All right, a low, a pullback, continuation, a pullback, then another continuation, on and on like that. All right, this area is known as the lower low, while this one is area is known as the higher low. All right, sorry. So this is known as the lower low and this is as the lower high. Okay, while this is also known as the lower low, lower high. So on and on like that, guys. So that is what we talked about a lot last week. So today we're going to continue from where we stopped. Just like I said, what are we going to be talking about today? We want to be talking about break of structure. Break of structure. All right. You see, break of structure is what is really, really important for you to know. If you know how break of structure works, this is going to help you a lot to know if market is going to keep trending or not. All right, either it's going to keep going up or it's going to keep coming down. So how can we detect that? Like I said last week, the first thing we want to see is that we want to see a move in a move, an impulse leg in a direction. All right, but that alone is not this move alone is not a confirmation to us that this uh the currency pair is moving on. So after you see an impulse leg, the next thing you want to see is a pullback. A pullback is like a human being. Sorry, market is like a human being that when we breathe in, when we breathe out, rather, we definitely want to breathe in oxygen. So the same way with market. So when you see a pull up like this in a direction, that means market is breathing out, all right? It's distributing. So in the case of a pullback like this, it means market is breathing in. It's breathing in the sense that it's trying to get ready for the next move. All right. That is what I mean by breathing in. So the time of pullback is known as breathing in. Okay. That is the explanation I personally developed myself to give to explain this to people. So I believe this is right. So now, in the case of an uptrend, like I said, this move alone right here is not enough to judge the market is going up. For the fact that we see an impulse leg like this and a pullback does not mean market is going up. No, it does not mean. But we want to see a break of structure. See, break of structure is one of the most important things that confirms to us that market is going up. It's going to continue in that direction. All right. Now, what we want to see, we've seen an impulse leg, we've seen a pullback. The next thing we want to see is another push up. All right. But once this push up starts from this place, we cannot be sure if this is going to continue. Okay, how can we be sure if this is going to continue until this level get broken? Okay, until this high, the last high, get broken by the move. That is when we can confirm that yes, its market is still going up in the same direction. I hope you understand. So this is what we know as break of structure, all right? Why this area right here is known as the high, higher low. So once we see a break of structure to the upside, it confirms to us that see, we should continue to look for a buy. I hope you understand. Now, in that instance, once the break of structure happens, we don't want to go in immediately, okay, because market has already distributed. The next thing we want to see is that we want to see a pullback. Already we know that this level has been broken. The break of this level, of this structure right here, is a confirmation to us that see, we should continue to look for a buy. The fact that we want to look for a buy, we want to buy, does not mean we have to go in immediately. No, we want to look for a better place to enter, a better area where we want to take our trade. Okay, so the next thing we want to see right here is that we want to wait for another pullback. All right, so during this pullback, that is when we want to look for an area where we have to look for a buy. Okay, this is when we want to look for a buy. So how do we look for a buy right here? How do we know where price is going to stop right here? Price may decide to pull back from this place to this place, then decide to continue going up. All right, it may decide to have something like this to continue pushing up. This is still a continuation of trend. All right, now this is it. We never can tell, like I said, if market is going to stop right here, or it's going to come to this place and stop, or it's going to come to this place and stop. We never can tell. No one can tell. All right, but how can we be able to determine that? We can determine that through various levels or various means. Okay, and number one of it is Fibonacci. Everybody type in Fibonacci in the chat. If you are following, type in Fibonacci in the chat. Type in Fibonacci in the chat if you're following. If you're following, type in Fibonacci in the chat. All right, thank you so much, Edwin. So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. I want to be sure you guys are following. So you want to, Fibonacci is one of the things, the tools that can confirm to us the exact area where this level is most likely going to reverse from and continue pushing up. All right, so we're going to come back to Fibonacci. All right, now we're still on break of structure. This is it. Now we've seen another pullback right here. We've seen another pullback. We've seen another pullback. So the next thing we want to see is that we want to expect this to keep going up. All right. So until this level get broken again, that is when it will confirm to us that our market is still pushing up. Until this high, the next high, which is this, get broken, that is when we can be rest assured that, see, market is still pushing up. This particular currency is still going to keep pushing up. All right. So once this place get broken, it's a confirmation to us. All right. So the next thing we want to expect right there is another pullback. It's another pullback, then another break of structure. All right. So once, in as much as you still have the high being broken continuously, be rest assured that market will keep going up. Okay. 85% of the time, this is what we're going to have. It is not 100% because there are cases like that market will break a structure like this. Okay, that's what we call liquidity grabs at times. So you see that market will break the structure like this, and the next thing you see is that market will continue to push down. Okay, but in this case, when you see something like this, there must be a presence of divergence between this eye and this eye. There must be a presence of divergence. So divergence is going to be another topic for another time. We have a training on our YouTube channel concerning divergence. You may go and check it out. But we're still going to bring in another detailed method on more detailed method training on divergence. All right. So it does not mean it is 100%, but 85% of the time, when you see the break of structure, tells you that market is going up. So break of structure is what you always want to wait for, to be sure that you are still going up. All right. So that is for an uptrend. But in the case of a downtrend, you want to see an impulsive move. Then after the impulsive move, the next thing you want to wait for is a pullback. All right. It's a pullback until the last low get broken. This is the last low. Until this place get broken, that is when we can say that, okay, the pair is still pushing down. If that does not happen, then we have to be very, very careful with that pair, because we may enter into a false signal. All right. I hope this is making some sense to you guys. If you are catching some vibe right here, please type in value in the chat. If you are getting some value, guys, please type in value in the chat. So break of structure is the continuation of a trend. Type in value in the chat if you are getting some value right now before you go into the chat properly. Like I said, today's class is not going to be longer than between 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Our Sunday training is usually within 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, right? Because I know a lot of people are not here because our usual time is 8 p.m. But this is Africa, this is Nigeria. So sometimes time may change due to nature and the nature of the country. Let me put it that way. So if you're with me, guys, you're getting some value, type in value in the chat. So right here, this is how you want to recognize break of structure. But remember, when you are looking at the live chart, it may not be as perfect as this. I always tell you guys, I always tell all our students, it may not be as perfect as this. But you just need to train your eyes to be able to recognize this. You need to train your eyes to be able to know what you are looking out for. So once you're able to know this, believe me, trust my word, you do not have any problem. And if you want to be a structured trader, a price action trader, you just need to learn how the market cycle works. Okay? So market cycle is part of the structure, is part of market cycle. When you know how markets work, the 360 degree on a chart, you'll be able to catch your move on and on. All right. So let's go into the charts. Can I just take this off? So let's look out for the case of a uptrend or downtrend. Okay. Let's look out for an uptrend first. Let's look out for an uptrend. Okay, I think I've seen series of, but let me try to look for a clearer one. Okay, let's make use of this, guys. Let's make use of this. Look at, let's make use of this particular area between this place and this place. All right, so we want to make use of this area. Now look at, let's say this is where the market is starting from. Can you see this low right here, guys? Can you see this low right here? So let's say we have an impulsive move right here to this place. Okay, now this is it. We cannot say market is going down, is going up like this. No, we have a pullback. Okay, you can see this pullback. No one can tell if it's going to come down to this level or it's going to stop at this level or it's going to be at somewhere here. No one can tell. Okay, you can only be able to envisage where price is going to stop through a tool known as Fibonacci level. And there are other several ways you can be able to determine that, like I said. Okay, but in the nearest future, we're going to keep talking more about where to take a trade, all right, where to expect the market to return from. Okay, but probably next week we're going to talk about Fibonacci, all right, or upper week, because we have another topic next week. Now this is it. We already have a pullback. Okay, having this pullback, an impulsive leg and pullback does not mean market is going up. No, it does not mean. So until this place get broken, until this place, this high, because this is the last high, until this place get broken with another impulsive move, that is when we can be sure that yes, an uptrend has started. And you can see the next thing that happened right here was that market started pushing up gradually until it broke this level, this structure. Okay, and it got to this place and stopped. So once you see something like this, okay, assuming this is where price is right now, okay, once you see something like this, it's a clear confirmation to you and I that, see, no matter what, market is going up, except there may be some manipulation in the market, right? Remember, it is not 100%, but 5% of the time it works out. So now, once you see something like this, the next thing you want to expect is another pullback. Okay, now we have a pullback to this place. Does not mean it's going to stop there. Look at where it went to, it got to. Okay, it got to this place. Once it got to this place, the next thing you are expecting is, we never can say if price is going to stop here or it's going to come down to this place. All right, now since it dropped at this level and it started pushing up again, okay, until this place get broken, you can't say it's going up. Until this place get broken again, okay, until it get broken again, before you can confirm that now it's going up. Now you can see market got to the same level of this high, got to this place. All right, market got to this place and reversed. So we can't confirm that market is going up yet, since it has gone to this place and reversed again. Now, since it has reversed, we want to expect what market is going to do, what that particular pair is going to do. Okay, either it's going to come to break the low, and once it comes down and breaks the last low, it means the trend has changed from an uptrend to a downtrend. Few seconds, guys. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting. Okay. So if you are with me, please type in yes in the chat, please. If you are with me, type in yes in the chat. Type in yes in the chat if you are with me, guys. I want to be sure we're on the same page, please. If you're following, you are with me, please type in yes in the chat. Put in yes in the chat. If you're following, you are with me, everybody type in yes in the chat. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Let's keep moving. So now the next thing right here is that we want to expect, we can see another move has dropped down. So until this high get broken, that is when we can say it is still going up. So we never can tell. This move right here may keep dropping and break this low. So once it breaks this low, it tells us that, see, the trend is most likely going to change and continue to pull down and not going back up, since the last high is yet to be broken. All right. Now, based on this chart, you can see the next move that happened went up. Okay, went up as far as this and broke this level. Okay, so once we see something like this, and we also, in fact, look at this big green candle. Once this big green candle happens, it's a confirmation that the structure has been broken. All right, now it got to this place and reversed. Okay, presented another pullback. All right, market presented another pullback right here, and now the next thing that happened was that another break of structure right here. Look at it, went to this place and stopped. Okay, so guys, that is how you really want to recognize this. 85% of the time, like I said, once you recognize this, you're going to earn, it's going to keep you're going to keep making money consistently. But a lot of factors are involved that led people not to, make consistent money. Now let's continue with the trend right here. Let's join the trend from an uptrend to a downtrend. Now from here, between here and this place, we have an uptrend, which is a clear one right here. Now, as we have a break of structure right here, this is a confirmation that, okay, this we still have an uptrend right here. It's a confirmation that to us that we have an uptrend. Since the structure right here, the last high has been broken. But now the next thing that happened right after that was this. Okay, we have a pullback. The pullback kept on coming down, okay, and broke the last structure. Okay, the last low. Remember, this is the low. Okay, you can refer to our last week training video that explained about the higher highs and higher low. So the last higher low is this area right here. Okay, so until this low get broken, that is when we can confirm that market has shifted from an uptrend to a downtrend. All right, but now you can see it pulled back. We're expecting the pullback to come right here and continue going up, but it does not stop right here. It went as low as this to break to this level. Now you can see, has this one gone below this one? Yes or no? Everybody type in something in the chat. Has this point gone below this one? Yes or no? Type in yes or no in the chat. Either yes or no. If this point has gone below this one, type in yes or no in the chat. Still waiting for you guys. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Good. Yes, it has gone below the low. So now, since this low has been broken, it's another break of structure, change of trend from an uptrend to a downtrend. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, from an uptrend, it means the momentum has shifted from an uptrend to a downtrend. So once we see this break of structure right here, it's a confirmation to us that, see, we should not look for a buy anymore. We want to continue look for a sell. All right? I hope this is making some sense. So now, since we have the break of structure, the next thing we want to see is that we want to wait for a pullback. Okay? This pullback may decide to continue going up. It may decide to continue going up to break this structure. So once it comes like this, for example, let's say it comes like this, it goes up like this and break this structure again. Then we want to continue to look for a buy. So this one right here may be a fake out. Okay, because in some cases you will see something like this, that market will come and break the low. Then the next thing you will see is that it will continue to go up. So once you see it like this, that it comes in, it broke, the structure got broken, and now you are expecting the pullback to happen, which is what is happening. But eventually it went up to break the last high. Then that tells you that, no, see, you should not look for a sell. Continue to look for a buy. So this may be a fake out. So that is the reason why I said it is not 100%. But in most cases, when you see that break of structure happen, the next thing you want to see is a pullback. All right? I don't know if you're following, guys. The next thing you want to see is a pullback. So now you can see this is a pullback. Right after the pullback, it went down. See another break of structure right here. It's a confirmation to us that we are going down. Okay, market is going down. I beg your pardon. I hope you're getting it, guys. So now, right after this, you wait for the next pullback. All right. After that, you expect the continuation to roll in. So which is what happened. Now, the continuation has broken another low right here. Okay, you can see a low get broken right here. Market keep going down. A low get broken right here. It went down and pull back. Now another low has been broken. So once the low keep breaking, then you want to continue to look for a sell. I hope you understand. I hope this is making some sense to you guys. Okay, you can see, and this is another low right here. We have an impulsive leg, broke the low and went down further. Okay, I hope this is very, very well understood to you guys. So with this in mind, we want to expect this to pull back up. Okay, since a low has a break of structure has happened right around here, so we want to expect a continuation to happen, okay, to the downside, but it does not happen. Look at market got to this place. Okay, now the next thing that happened was that this, you can look at this low, market went up until this last high got broken by this. That is why we can say this has shifted from a downtrend to an uptrend. Okay, and you can see the move went up and broke this one. Okay, and kept on going up. I hope this is making some sense to you guys. You may want to take some screenshots. Okay, you may want to take some screenshot, but definitely soon this video will be posted on our YouTube channel for you guys to rewatch. I hope this is making some sense. If you have gained some value tonight, please type in value in the chat. Type in value in the chat, guys. Put in value in the chat. If you have gained some value, put in value in the chat. And if you have any question, please let's have it in the chat. Put in your question in the chat if you have any questions. So next week or upper one, we're going to talk about how to look for an entry with this. All right, how to look for an entry with within a pullback. All right. So next we're going to talk about how to pick in a trade through either Fibonacci or any other means that we can adopt to take a trade. I hope you understand. So this is a break of structure right here. So how to recognize this structure being broken. So once you recognize the moment the structure is being broken, then you can be sure that market is going to continue in the same direction market is heading to. I hope this is very, very clear, guys. So let me know, guys, if you have any question in the chat. Put in your question in the chat if you have any. Okay, in the absence of no question, type in no. The absence of no question, type in no. Okay, in the absence of no question, all right. No question in the chat. So, guys, this is where we'll be stopping out today, okay? I've taken it upon myself to be here every Sunday, okay? And I don't want to postpone this class. That is why we've been able to cover this topic tonight. We have been here for 45 minutes right now, so I think our time is fast spent for those who have a lot of activities to run tomorrow. So we need to get some rest right now, guys. So I'll see you guys the same time next week, 8 p.m. Nigerian time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. GMT. So let's be here next week Sunday. You don't want to miss the topic that we're going to roll out next week Sunday, all right? So you never can tell where we're going to discuss the exact area where you want to take a trade within a structure, all right? All right, so all we'll put is that we're talking about structure. So I hope you'll be here next week, and I really want to beseech you guys to train your eyes to be able to recognize it. So thank you so much for having me today. My name remains Abolade Adekola, aka the King Maker. So I want to see more of you guys on the group, all right? And feel free to drop in your comments on the group, and the signals will start rolling in on our group this coming week, okay? As we have a lot of pairs setting up already. So thank you so much, guys, for having me. And for those who are watching us on YouTube for the first time, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ensure you click that notification icon so that you can be notified whenever we upload any new content. All right, so thank you so much, and see you guys some other time. Bye bye for now, and God bless.